This gives me probably the first idea of what it's like to have a working pancreas. You can almost forget about being type 1 wearing this pump. I think it's fantastic. My name is Peter Davies. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes back in 1956 when I was just 2 years old. I was born in Kenya in a town called Eldoret. My mum and my grandmother brought me and my two sisters back to the UK, and I developed type 1 diabetes at that time. My first consultant was Dr. R.D. Lawrence, who came from Aberdeen originally. I was cared for by someone who developed diabetes before insulin was refined and available. Seems extraordinary, it makes me seem very old. I went up to my hospital, fitted up with this pump, and from the moment I walked back to this train station, it worked perfectly. I can't believe it. I didn't have to do any adjustment, and that was down to the staff there. I think they got it absolutely right. I've loved it ever since. It's just been fantastic. If I was saying to someone who's worried about technology, I would turn around to them and say, if I can do it, I'm sure you can do it as well. About 4 years ago I was diagnosed with Parkinson's. I never realised how much harder wearing a tube pump was than wearing a patch pump. Getting dressed in the morning, which having Parkinson's takes longer than it used to do for me. Since I've been on the Omnipod 5, I can honestly say I've never had such good night's sleep. It's transformed all my sleep pattern. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I don't even think to check my blood sugar levels because I know it's going to be about 6. I'm very lucky to have two fantastic sons. I'm very proud of them. They're lovely people, and they're married to two lovely girls. And I have 4 grandchildren and love them to bits. I think they realise, and I've told them, and I think they see the way I react, that I'm far less focused on my type 1 than I was. I'm able to be much more relaxed about life in general. I love to be out walking, and when I do such walks, the activity mode seems to work extremely well for me. I went up Mount Toubkal last October. It was the first time I'd been on a hybrid closed loop when I'd been climbing a mountain, and it was again really reliable. It didn't let me down. I want to help parents and children and youngsters, adults who are recently diagnosed, feel reassured. I feel that's my role now. I thought retirement I'd be sitting by the fire doing a few walks here and there. I never realised how busy I'd be with the type 1 world, and it's fantastic. I'm loving it. I would say the great thing about the Omnipod, you can test drive it. Try it for a few weeks, few months, see how you get on. If you don't like it, you can go back to whatever system you're on before. The chances are you'll try it and you'll really love it. What would I say to myself looking back? Hang on in there. You can still have a fantastic life with type 1, and get out there and take every opportunity you can to make the most of things, And that's what I say to young families. If you haven't made a connection with other people with type 1, join a meet-up group, speak to your GP, speak to your specialist, find out how you can get more involved with other people with type 1, because it pays back dividends. It really does. It makes such a difference to the way you live, and it helps other people. I've been lucky. I've had a great life in so many ways, and I'm still having a great life. Long may it continue.